Hello, good evening, and welcome back to West Ham Network. Wednesday evening here in the UK, Thursday morning, sorry, over that way, in Brisbane, Australia. Kieran, me old pal, how are you, mate?
G'day, Cieran. Oh, good, mate. It's starting to warm up, boy. It's starting
Is
to
it?
warm up, mate. Probably going to hit 33 degrees today. It's,
Oh, fuck,
yeah,
pissed
it's
off.
about
Started
20
on me
odd now.
already,
It's
look.
7 o'clock in the morning.
I
Mm.
know, look, 20 seconds in and you're starting on me already with your bloody
You
weather
gotta,
report.
you gotta get the weather report in, bloke, especially when you're going to be sitting in 30 degrees. I don't like it as much as I used to, geezer. I preferred that
Oh,
winter we
right.
just go through. It was
So we got
beautiful,
to feel
20
sorry
degrees.
for you. We got to feel
A
sorry.
little
To be
bit,
truthful,
guys. I'll suffer my craft to sit here when that sun comes round and hits me on the back. You won't hear me moaning. Well, you might. I might have to move.
might have to take the shirt off. Hey, yeah, don't
But
even
yeah, that's
bother.
what sort
Hey,
of because it's so hot and glary now. That's why I like to put the sunnies on. It's just easier,
yeah,
so I'm not squinting. Anyway,
nice to see that. Nice to see that you're looking and feeling well, mate. It's always a good thing. We're on an international break, so what we thought, well, what I kind of suggested to Russ, and he put it up as the thumbnail. West
right.
Ham's successful international players. Now,
Yeah,
there are obvious ones, and the obvious ones are being the only three that have ever lifted the World Cup. You know, for England. Well, not the only three, but the only three West Ham players that have ever lifted the World Cup for England, which being Bobby Moore, Jeff Hurst, Martin Peters. We will talk about those in due course. They are obviously icons of the club. They're icons of the game, icons of the England setup, and everything else. We'll probably chat a little bit about them in a little while. But I did have a little read up, and according to Google AI, I like this. It says at least six West Ham players have won international trophies with their respective nations, including Bobby Moore, Jeff Hurst, Martin Peters. Uh, and Bobby Moore remains the only England captain ever to lift the World Cup or any other major trophy for the international side. Uh, Alvaro Arbeloa. Arbeloa. Do you remember him?
remember
Alvaro
the name.
Arbeloa.
Can't remember if he's any good or not. But I do remember the name. That's about it.
Well, he was a Spanish fella. He was part of the Spanish squad that won the 2010 World Cup. So I don't know
Right.
how many minutes he got or anything, but he did lift the trophy while he was wearing West Ham's colours. Uh,
Yeah.
and then there's the obvious one, the most recent player that we've let go, and I'm very disappointed in, which is Emerson Palmieri. He was
Hmm.
part of the European Championship winning Italy side. And then, of course, we have our old leader in Winston Reid. Now, he didn't actually win a trophy, a major
Yeah.
trophy. He won something with New Zealand, which was part of the, I don't know what you call it. What's that tournament?
It might be the Asian Cup, which is
The
basically
Asian Cup.
equivalent.
That, yeah.
If it's that, it's the equivalent of
It's
the
like the
Euro.
Betway Cup, isn't it? We know that. We
No,
know
no,
that.
no. It's like the Euros. All the teams in Asia compete against each other. Postecoglou won it with Australia.
All right.
So
Okay.
yeah, so it's a
So
bit
yeah,
like the
I
Euros,
do believe that
European.
New Zealand have actually lifted that
Yeah, I didn't realise they'd
trophy.
won it, but obviously they did. There you go.
But what are you trying to do to me? I'm actually live at the moment. You do know that, don't you? Don't stand there doing that to me. I might have to cut the show short. Anyway, right. So, um, What? Oh God, why did I do that? Right. So we have got a few people in the chat, clearly, and it did start at 7:20 this evening. Obviously, just shortly after Russ put us live. But yeah, sorry. Winston Reed actually holds the distinction of being the first ever New Zealander to score a goal in the World Cup proper.
I was it.
So while he was a West Ham player,
Winston.
yeah, while he was a
That's
World
not
Cup
bad, is
player,
it?
while he was
He
a
done
West Ham
that,
player.
and he scored the last goal at Upton Park. How's that?
Yeah, the last ever competitive goal at Upton Park. You're absolutely right, and we'll always remember him for that. Oh yeah, he flew so high he almost touched the sky. I think it was, wasn't it?
Very close, mate. Yeah.
Great fucking commentary. I love that commentary. But anyway, let's have a look, see who's in the chat. So Rich came in nice and early and he said good evening to everybody. Randy came in nice and early and asked if we've had a good week so far. I've had a really good week. How can I not have a good week? I've got my beautiful woman here from America making every day happy and new. What else could I say? I've had a great week. Randy, he says, good evening to everybody. Mark Pendleton, good evening, all you lovely Hammers fans, he says. Usual question. Budgie, any news on Stealth? No, there isn't, mate. Well, I say no, there isn't. Sorry. Yes, I did see a post from him posting after his operation in his hospital bed, and he was thanking people for all their best wishes and everything. I do have my lighter, yes. There you go. And so, other than that, I'm not really aware, but I will call him tomorrow. And then what I'll try and do is I'll have a word with Anton or Russ, sorry, and I will put something on the forum for this channel. All right, on the actual forum, we'll put some news up there, and I'm fairly sure that it's good news because he was in good spirits when I saw this little post from him on Facebook. Everyone's saying hello to everybody that's been in so far. Daz, good evening to you, mate. I hope you're well.
Hey, Daz.
This is Budgie Cieran. Hope you're well.
Good, brother.
He hasn't been feeling well lately. Daz, I hope you're feeling better, mate. Wednesday evening, you got a pair of old farts on the screen trying to make you giggle. So let's hope that you start feeling a bit better from here on in, young man.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, what's this? Randy asking, usual, it was X. Oh, no, sorry, not asking, saying. It was X mentioned that Antonio cut ties with West Ham. And also, it seems that he is supposedly training with Brentford and trying to earn a contract there. That was the story today.
Okay.
Listen, I admire Antonio for trying to gain a contract anywhere he can get one. He was brilliant for us while he was with us. Even when he was shit, he never let us down. You know, even when he was injured, you know, he always fought to get back. So I've got nothing but, you know, admiration and respect for him. And if he goes and plays for Brentford and comes back and bites us in our ass, that's our fucking fault. That's on us. That's on us. You know, Rice has done it twice now.
But
so, you know,
his time was up. His time was up before the accident, so it doesn't bother me that we're not re-signing. It bothers me what we brought in isn't much better. That bothers me more.
You know, I mean, the thing is that we all thought that Callum Wilson was going to be the next Antonio. No. He's, when it comes to his age group and perhaps the music he listens to, but he ain't the next Antonio in the way he plays, I'm sorry, but there is never going to be another McAllister. Not at West Ham anyway. I really don't believe it. I really don't think there will be. I mean, what
we want is something new. What we something younger who scores goals. That's
of course,
what we want.
yeah. But I mean, like when he arrived at the club, when he arrived at the club, he came into the club as a right midfielder. He was only used as a right back because we were desperate. And then because he done
everything that was asked of him. That's it.
He was moved forward again, and then moved forward again as a right forward, and then became our highest scoring player in the Premier League. You listen, I've got nothing but respect for him.
I've got respect for him, but
at Brentford, I'm
not going to be sentimental about it either. I've got nothing but respect for Antonio. We should give him a good see-off, pat on the back, but his time was done. It's like all good, like Cresswell. It was time. It's a shame because I love Cresswell. I love lots of players, but there comes a time when they've either got to go or not, and his time was up. My only issue is we've not replaced him with anything better. That's what's worrying.
Yeah. Randy was asking because he asked how I was, and I said I'm all good. And he's asking, Cieran is doing well too. So my reply was, we'll find out soon, mate.
Yeah, I'm doing all right, mate. I've had better weeks, but
Usual's saying that I should try the Cruz Campo. I will give it a go, mate, on your recommendation. Thank you very much. Everything good. Right, okay, so got to go, I said. So, good to hear. James, good evening, Mr. Bong. How are you, sir? Hope everything's well on the Potato Riviera. Yes, really cool. Excellent. Nice to see you, son. Nice to see you. Rex Moto Monday. Oi, oi, hello, chicos. Hello, mate. Thank you for joining us. Nice to see you. I've never seen this name before.
Yeah, mate. What was it?
So,
I'm struggling.
Rex.
What's his name?
Moto Monday.
Wait, that's the name.
So I just call you Rex. Thank you for joining us, buddy. Hope you're well. Please remember to give us a like if you like what you've heard.
If you think it's shit, Rex, just press
shit. Bollocks and getting away with it.
Is there a shit button?
There used to be a thumb down button. I don't know if there still is. But anyway, any reaction,
press that.
Good, bad, or indifferent. Hello. Hello. What?
Wait, that's not mine.
Oh, thank you. Got a sign on my face, apparently. Pair of lips. Bless her. Right. Everyone's saying good evening to everybody. James, Mr. Lamprey. Good evening to you, mate. He says, evening, Budgie. Morning, Cieran. No daylight savings. Yeah. No daylight savings.
No, I'm not happy, right?
Rex says that he's all good. He's time for some real football. International break is a no man's land for him. I agree with you, mate.
Yeah,
Rex,
same here, Rex.
In the chat, who is it you actually follow? Are you a West Ham fan? Because you know.
What's it?
But if you're not, you're still welcome, mate. Doesn't matter.
Did I say the England game? They're playing fucking Wales in a friendly. Who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck about a friendly against Wales? Mr. Palmer. Steve-O, good evening, mate.
Stevie.
Evening all. Not moan, Cieran. Hey, no, he ain't had a moan yet. He ain't had a moan yet. He might have a bit. He might have a moan in a bit. You never know. Somebody might mention David Sullivan, and then you go right off.
No, ain't him. No, mate. Fucking I think that on everybody's lips, there's one player this week I'd love a pundit that I could get into a rant about, but I think it's pointless. I think everyone's done it. It's just a fucking cup. Mr. fucking Neville, in case anyone's fucking wondering who that is. That man should shut his fucking gob. I don't mind people with different opinions, but someone who's a fucking hypocrite. Fucking hypocrite. But I don't want to go into it, otherwise that'll be it. He's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. He's the sort of person that would cry wolf about a little tackle and then go in and break someone's ankle. So, yeah.
He's just a fucking dickhead. He's a fucking bellend.
Good evening to you, Cookie Hammer. How are you, sir? This is evening, old Budgie Cieran. Hit the likes, you thumbless wankers.
Yeah, could have put it more subtly, Cookie, but fair enough.
Good evening, Sharky. He says there's a question for everyone. What wouldn't Meatloaf do for love? I don't know, but he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that. Whatever it is, he wouldn't do it.
I will give a shout out, right? Last weekend, Geezer.
Yeah.
We had the NRL Grand Final, which is the Rugby League Grand Final. Right?
Right, yeah.
And Brisbane were in it, Geezer. Brisbane Broncos. Against, who was it? Was it the Storm? I think it was. And fucking hell, mate. They, in their quarter final, they scored tries in the 90-odd or 80-odd minutes into overtime and the semi-final to get through. And then they'd done this final as well and won. They were 12 points down and won it. So, for any rugby league fans out there, Brisbane are the premiership winners. Fantastic game. Really good game too. There's a geezer on there called Walsh, the fullback. Fuck me, he's a superstar. Absolute superstar. What a player. So if you're into rugby league, mate, and you haven't watched that game, watch that. Fantastic game. Are you doing the show tonight, Donut? Or what? No? Fucking hell. But yeah, well done, Brisbane. Big.
Sorry, mate. For some reason, my phone went into standby. I don't understand it. I've got my phone. I'm actually on my phone. So yeah, I was listening to everything you said.
Yeah. Who won then? Who won?
Brisbane. Yeah, the Premier League.
Yeah, go to the Broncos. Go to the Broncos, mate. Queensland.
Go on the Bronx. That's what you said. Brisbane won. I did hear it.
Yeah, it was good for them. Good for them, mate.
Keep an eye on my phone a bit more than I have been.
I think they were
computer.
Just that they were underdogs in the quarterfinal, underdogs in the semi, and underdogs in the final, and won all three. So well done to them. But honestly, this boy at the back, this number, the fullback, number 1, fucking hell, man! What a player this boy is. He's unfucking believable.
That's probably a reason why he's wearing number 1, Cieran. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's because he's a fullback.
He's the number 1 in that team, isn't he? You know,
there's plenty of number 1s in teams that are shit, but he was
he's got the number 1. Yeah, he's earned it. When you see Andy Seibel, he says he was at work today, singing the Ludo song and the Frank Lampard song, and was given some funny looks.
Sure, he will.
That'll happen if you work in White Hart Lane, mate. It really will. Anyway, I'm joking, by the way. I have no idea where he worked. We've had some club players that never got a call up. Absolutely wrecked. So I'm taking it from that comment that you are a West Ham fan. And we are going to get onto that in a minute. Let's get into some people that are in the chat that we haven't said hello to yet. Stuart, good evening to you, mate. He says, evening from Bourne in Lincolnshire. Like the hat.
Yep.
Just watched documentary about Upton Park before. And after doing this at the ground, should not have left. Come on, you Irons. Absolutely, mate.
Yeah.
We all agree with
Shouldn't
that.
Have done Stuart.
Nobody should have allowed that.
Never happened, mate.
Good evening to you, Frog in a Well. How are you, buddy?
Froggy.
Budgie and Cieran, good morning. Both looking good. Well, I wouldn't say that, mate. Oh, what? Both of us, you bitch? Oh, right. No, just me. You don't look good, Cieran, apparently, according to her in there.
Don't feel good.
Antonio is a Jamaican legend, says Cookie Hammer. He is. He's also going to go down in my book as, I'm sorry, people might disagree, and I know you probably are going to, Kieran, but he's a West Ham legend. I'm sorry, but he is. He's as much of a West Ham legend as
I think anyone, I don't know whether you attribute the name legend to it, but anyone that plays for us for 10 fucking years, mate, I've got my support. Fantastic. And he did, as did Cresswell. You know what I mean? Brilliant. Great servants. I'd say great servants for us, great players for us. That's it.
Yeah. And, you know, with Antonio, I actually know that, I say I know, I have been told from a really reliable source that actually does have, like, ears to the ground and stuff, that Antonio turned down a few offers to go to other teams while he was with us. And I'm not talking about, like, Gillingham or fucking Crawley Town or something. I'm talking about the likes of, you know, Leicester, I think, was one of the teams that was mentioned when they were doing well. I think Wolves were another team that were mentioned. And I think also Fulham was another team that was mentioned. So, you know, we're not talking about shit teams, but
I'm just not concerned with Antonio anymore because I'm concerned with this team we've got. You know what I mean? Antonio's done. That's it. I'm looking at that team. Remember, we played Arsenal. We just played Arsenal, mate, and never laid a glove on them. Never touched them. You know what I mean? I didn't expect anything more. I thought we'd lose 3-0. We lost 2-0. But we never laid a glove on them. I'm more concerned about that than I am about where Antonio plays.
And
good luck to him. And I hope he does play again for him.
And in fairness, Kieran, again, Declan Rice showed a bit of decorum when he scored.
Yeah, he did. He did. He was good.
And in fairness,
but you know, I wouldn't be one of them in that corner when he's taking corners booing him either. I wouldn't bother with him.
Me neither.
He was great. He was great for us. He was always going to leave. We got 100 million.
So. Yeah, I probably wouldn't.
I wouldn't bother with that,
but not now.
I wouldn't waste energy
over it. You know, it's got to the point now where Declan Rice is a ex-West Ham player. That's it now. You know, he's an ex-West Ham player now. And
that's it.
You know, that's
move on.
Where it is.
Just got to move on, Greg.
Yeah.
We got full crew. How good's that?
We got the big fucking German. Yeah, it was a good deal, that was.
It's about all he is.
Kieran, the best game on the weekend, hands down, the NRL final.
Yeah, James, you watched it, son. Well done. Yeah, it was. It was a great final. Great final. Brisbane were fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. They were 12 points down as well. They get half time. Fucking came back.
Sorry, remind me what they were playing?
I think it was a Melbourne Storm, I think. Jeez, amazing. How can I forget that? I think it's a Melbourne Storm. James here fucking correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was, yeah. But yeah, great game. Great game. No, I was surprised that Brisbane won it.
So, little teaser trailer, everybody. We are going to talk Sharks later, but there is no chomping up and eating, all right? But we are going to talk Sharks later.
A little incident, but nothing too dramatic.
We're going to talk Sharks, but there's no chomping and there's no eating, all right? So, put your telecom bibs away. There ain't no feed time for the Sharks. Everyone's saying hello. Oh, look. Hey, what? Bernard Lama? I'll tell you what. I've spoken on a number of occasions. Babe, can I have the lighter? I've not spoken on a number of occasions to Clay Forrest, as you probably know. And one of his best friends in football is Bernard Lama. They shared the dressing room together a few times, apparently. Can I just have a light, please, you rat bag? Stop fucking teasing me. I swear, this little minx here, she's going to get her ass kicked in a minute. I swear to God. You're going to get your ass kicked in a minute. Anyway, where were we at? Bernard Lama. Yeah, we were. Mark Watson, good evening to you, sir. Hope you're well.
Hello, Mark.
Yeah. Usual saying, oi, Cookie, who you calling fumless? Don't mind being called a wanker, but he owns fumless. All right? He's already in the thumbs up. Spanish fullback, absolutely right. He was Rex. I did actually see that before. We're talking about the
Albalala.
Yeah, that's the one. Albalala. Everyone's in the house. Who else are we talking to? Look, is everyone doing it? Kieran needs to grow his beard again and join ZZ Top.
Yeah, I'll keep cutting it down, Mark. I don't like to do the longer beard. It gets annoying. But yeah, ZZ Top. What a fucking weird band they were. Cracking beards, though.
Rex,
they were cracking beards.
Didn't the Portuguese fullback we got from Southampton win a trophy? Now, I'm assuming that is Jose Fonts. Do you remember him? Jose Fonts?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
remember the
don't
name, yeah.
think he was part of the Portugal team that won the Euros. I don't think he was. He might have been.
I think most of these players though were in the squad, not so much in the team.
Yeah. But it's still, you know. Oh, Bernard Lama was part of the French World Cup winning squad in '98.
There you go.
98. Yeah, so that Google AI search is correct. At least 6 players have been part of, winning trophies for the internationals, major trophies. What else have we got here? Frog says, Bobby Moore is the only player to captain a domestic trophy win, a European trophy winning side, and a World Cup winning side, 3 seasons on the bench. Bobby Moore is the only captain ever to do that, is he? Excellent. I hope you're right, Frog.
There's no other captain's going to pick up a World Cup, is there? In England, anyway. There's only one. But yeah, he won the FA Cup and what was it, the Cup Winners' Cup? All 3 of them.
What about Zinedine Zidane?
And more to that, Froggy, I mean, all of them were at Wembley. How's that?
Fucking hell, you're right, mate. They were. They were all at Wembley, every single one of them.
Pretty sure.
Mate, that's incredible.
I'm pretty sure even the European one was at Wembley. The final was at Wembley.
Yeah.
So, if I remember rightly, correct me if I'm wrong, Froggy, but I'm pretty sure all 3 were at Wembley.
Yeah, no, they were. And good evening to you, mate, from Facebook land. Thank you for joining us. Aqua, thank you for joining us, mate. He says, oi, lad. Rich is back. Wish him well, please, Budge. I will do. I'm going to actually send him a message tomorrow, and I will tell him that everybody on the chat from Old School Hammers wishes him a speedy recovery. Thank you for that, Rich. I will do that. I will not leave anyone out. I'll tell him who's everyone. Not a problem. Mark Pendleton, Aqua says.
Shut the birds up. God, shut the birds up, mate. They're fucking annoying, squeaky.
I know they're doing your head in, isn't they?
Do my head in. That's
what I mean. And I've seen you look over your shoulder a couple of times as if to say, if I had a fucking shotgun right now.
If I had one, mate. They call it. Yeah, they're a pain in the arse, them little squeaky fuckers. I wish I had a kookaburras back here. At least excited.
Good evening, Colin. Colin Childers. He said, good evening, Budgie Cieran. Good morning to you, sir. Wonderful
morning,
gentlemen. It's a pleasure joining you both. Thank you so much. really appreciate those lovely comments that you always leave us with, mate. It's brilliant. James Bong has got a question for us both. He says, which West Ham player played for the only unbeaten team in the 2010 World Cup?
I can answer that.
Can you?
I'm pretty sure it's Winston Reid with New Zealand. They got 3 draws and got knocked out of the World Cup. And they didn't lose a game, but didn't make the next round.
Bongo, does that answer your question? Winston Reid got knocked out of the World Cup by participating in 3 draws, no losses, and got knocked out.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Pretty sure that they were unbeaten.
I trust you, my colonial brother. I'm going to go with you. I'm going to say that's who it is. It's a lot more feasible than me saying.
No, it's got to be West Ham player. Has to be Winston Reid, yeah. Because I remember that World Cup as well. New Zealand were almost like a fucking amateur team in it. You know, they were professional, but you know, and to go to a World Cup unbeaten was fucking a hell of an achievement. A hell of an achievement. I remember.
Is Winston Reid the only New Zealander that's actually played in the Premier League?
No, you got James Woodsy at Forest.
Oh, mate. Really?
Chris Woods.
New Zealander. Chris Woods.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is he? Wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that. No, I thought he was from Darlington.
No, because Chris Woods played here in the A-League before he went over.
All right. Okay. Well, that's a bit of an interesting thing. Mandy, good evening to you, Mandy. When you smash your leg at 33 and take a year out, it's more or less over in the Premier League.
Yeah.
It's his own fault, sadly.
I'm amazed he can get back to even training and playing a bit. I'm amazed that he's done so well to do that. It's fucking unbelievable. But that's where it is. See, like I say, as a Premier League player, I think he was finished before the accident. So that's my opinion. There you go. Good luck to him. Hope he gets another go.
Yeah, Cookie's confirming what you said.
There you go. Thanks, Cookie.
64, 65 and 66. All captained by Bobby and all at Wembley.
At Wembley, that's a weird one, isn't it? To have that European final was the only one.
Yeah, but like
wouldn't normally be at Wembley.
3 major trophies in consecutive years, all at Wembley, all captained by Bobby Moore. Come on, I mean that's never going to happen.
Well, never ever again. But Bobby Moore should be fucking Wembley Bobby Moore. That's what it should be called.
Zinedine Zidane would have been the only one that would have come close to it in his time, and I think that would have been about the closest that it would have come to. But
there's a lot of serendipity there because of the World Cup was in England and that Euro final was in England. I mean, there's a lot of luck for it all be at Wembley, but it was. So well done, Bobby. What 3 years of your life as a career as a footballer, right? In their 3 years. Keep going to Wembley every year and picking up a trophy.
Yeah, it must get on your tits after a while, mustn't it?
Yeah, I'm bored of this.
Fuck this! I'm going to go over somewhere over there, and
I'm going to fuck off to Fulham and and still get to a Wembley final with Fulham. He's still done that, Bobby Moore. He's still got to the FA Cup final. Unbelievable.
I've just noticed. Oh, hang on a minute. Right, listen, I've got to scroll down a little bit because there's a comment here I really must go to. Hang on. Let me just star that one for a minute. Hide the current comment. Right now, I need to get this comment up because I've just got a preview of it. Rich from West Ham. Rich West Ham, sorry. He's given us £10 super chat. And he says, Budgie, could you pass this on to Stills? I know he's donating. Best channel out there. Everyone is so caring for each other. One West Ham except Sullivan and Brady. Come on, you guys. So, Rich, I will speak to the great
powers that be.
Yeah, the powers that be. That's it. And I will speak to them, and I will ask them to pass your £10 on that. That's the best I can do, and I'm pretty sure that they will do that. In fact, you know what? I'm going to screenshot this.
Yeah, well done, Richie. Nice sentiment, mate.
Thanks, Rich. Because they might not see the super chat comment. They probably will. But I will. I've screenshotted it, Rich. I'm going to pass that on to the boys. Thank you so much for doing that. Where's the start ones? There it is. Look, there it is. Okay, so thank you. Yeah, let's go back to the live ones. I do know that we've got Lynn in the house. Lynn Cannell, there she is. Says hello. Congratulations to Dads. Adam.
Hey, Lynn.
Right. I'm a charmer, he says. Who are you charming? Don't you start doing stuff in my chat, you lot. I'll have you out.
Hey, Adam.
Oh, that's why he said it's his 9-year wedding anniversary. That's what it is.
Isn't that lovely?
Congratulations, Adam. Well done, mate.
Fucking 9 years, yes, a fucking lifetime. Well done. Done well.
Neil Fitzhammer's in the chat. He says hello. Hello. Don't you... I'm going to have to close the door on you, woman. Don't you start doing that to me. Wearing all that nonsense. What are you up to?
It's an outfit.
Kieran cannot be less amused at what, mate? What was Kieran not amused at? You better be careful because I might just do that. Bloody rat bag.
Right, Brendan.
So yes, good evening, Brendan. Who else have we got in? I'm trying to look for new commentators. There aren't many. So Frog, confirm again. 64 FA Cup, 65 Cup Winners' Cup, 66 World Cup, all at Wembley.
Not bad, is it? It's not bad.
And like Iron Disciple says, Sir Bobby Moore is eternal and immortal. He absolutely is.
The strange thing is that we all thought that forever with Bobby Moore, and but the way West Ham treated him at the end, and it was fucking disgraceful. Nothing's changed. There's different owners back then, but nothing fucking changed, does it?
Disgraceful.
You know what I mean? Nothing's changed with the running of West Ham. The leadership at the top has always been fucking shit, and we're seeing more of it now with these fucking idiots.
Yeah. James Bond says they definitely were all at Wembley, Kieran. Prague is the only major trophy that West Ham have won.
Yeah. Amazing, isn't it? Amazing.
Yeah. But, you know, I mean, I never actually linked and clicked on that before. Never really sort of...
No, it's not something you think about. You know, you don't think about it, but you think, fucking hell.
That one man captained effectively
3 years on a trot.
Three different teams, though. Because the team that won the FA Cup was very different to the team that won the Cup Winners' Cup. Because of the
might not been too different, but...
you know? And then obviously
it's just
the England team. So
who's ever going to do that, Geezer? No one's ever going to be able to achieve that.
With me, if anyone wants to argue with me, they feel free to do
so. No one's not arguing. Just
Bobby Moore is the best footballing captain the world has ever known. There you go.
Well, he's
argue with me if you dare, mofos. Right, who else we got? Actually, let's put that back up on the screen again because that's really touched me. Actually, Rich, thank you, mate. And I'm sure I'm going to actually send that screenshot to Stell as well, so that he knows you're thinking about him. Thank you, mate.
Yeah, then we're knocking for the tenner.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Iron says, as an American, I want to say, keep St. George in my heart, keep it English.
Yeah.
Fair enough, mate. What do you reckon on my backdrop, by the way? Iron?
I'm.
On my backdrop.
Oh, you got the
Available
bill
on a 4-lettered shopping
Timu
hat with an orange icon. I'm not allowed to say it. I'm not allowed
Yes,
to
you are.
advertise.
Timu. I am. I don't care.
Yeah. Timu, yeah. Yeah, but that's really, really quite nice. Rex says, side note, I'm old school. Great New Zealand player. Winston Rufer was an A-League star, but sure he played for the Canaries back in the day. So may have played for Norwich. Norwich, yes. Canaries.
Yeah.
It's Norwich. Okay, let me have a little Google search. What was his bloody name again?
Winton Rufer. That sort of rings a bell, Rexy, but I can't remember. But yeah, my memory ain't the best, geezer.
Winton, yeah, I look New Zealand retired footballer. Let's quickly go to his Wikipedia. There are other platforms available, and he played for Norwich City in 1982. He made 0 appearances. He made 0 appearances and scored 19 goals. No, he didn't score any goals, clearly. But he made 19 appearances. But he played for Werder Bremen. He played for Stop Out, a team called Stop Out. They're a New Zealand team. Wellington Diamonds. Yeah. So, yeah.
No. Yeah,
Ryder.
hard to remember that. Fucking hell. Hell of a memory, Rexy, boy. Well done.
Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant. Thanks, Budgie. He deserves it. Rich, I'll be sure to make and if Russ and Anton dilly dally, I'll make sure that I keep him in the loop. All right, guys. Randy's asking, how do you feel about the latest news about us potentially losing Max Hahn as he is linked with an exit with German clubs Schalke, Bochum, Southampton, Blackburn trying to sign him? Well, unless he's putting goals in the back of the net, mate, he's not a lot of use to it right now. And I mean by the players that he's bringing in. We need players that are scoring goals. We need forward players that are scoring goals. At the moment, we're relying very heavily on young Jared Bowen.
I'm just...
and we're relying on stuff like penalties from Paqueta.
I just think rumours are rumours. I don't take too much notice of them. He's either doing a job for us or he's not. If he is doing a job, which he may be well doing it, keep him, obviously. He's apparently a very good analyst, so he could be important. But I just don't take notice of rumours.
Fresh Fielder said, marriage is not a word, it's a sentence. He's a flipping idiot, isn't he?
Yeah, of course he is.
Fruitcake. What, you want to hear what she's saying on Mum's Out podcast? What the heck? Never heard of that one, mate. Dad's Our Podcast. And if you haven't actually looked at Dad's Our Podcast, anybody, got a YouTube channel, and also he's available on all the platforms, you know, like Spotify and all those. Check it out. Dad's Our Job Podcast. Dad's Our Job. And listen, some of the people he gets on there, unbelievable.
Oh, weird.
Unbelievable, some of the people he's had on there. I hear that he's got another well-known character coming on real soon. I believe. I don't know. He could tell me I'm wrong. Right. Sean says, congrats to you, Adam. Rich says, are we allowed to be proud of our flag? Well,
fucking oath we are, Rich.
Of course you are. And you know what? To be fair, a lot of the councils that have had issues with people putting flags up and that have had it kind of rubbed in their noses. Hello, baby. Can I have the lighter from it, please? They've had it rubbed in their face a little bit, haven't they? Because I mean, I don't know if you've seen any video clips of it or anything, Kieran, but in lots of villages and towns around the UK, somebody has been going round, or people have been going round with either a very tall vehicle or something with a telehoist on the back of it or something, and putting St George's flag and then Union Jack, then St George's flag, then Union Jack.
I've seen them
on the lamppost.
I've seen them do it, guys. They're just doing it off a ladder. So, and
I'm doing it off a ladder as well, probably. Yeah.
Look, all Brits, right? We get told not to do something, we're going to fucking do it. That's the way it is. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. We're going to do it just to fucking spite you. So there you go. And like I say, when you had that horrendous attack last week on them two poor Jewish fuckers and got viciously murdered, and then you got wankers like these fucking champagne socialists like Neville come out and talk about the problem is middle-aged white men. Them middle-aged white men, mate, paid to get into fucking Old Trafford so you could have a career and lots of fucking become a millionaire. You fucking hypocrite cunt. You're the one that slagged off Qatar about their human rights, Neville. You went on about that, and then you went to fucking commentate to Qatar. So you went to Qatar and you took their fucking money, you fucking hypocrite. I don't mind what side of the aisle you fucking sit on. What I do hate is hypocrisy. And that's what he is. The two biggest Garys is Gary Lineker and Gary Neville, right, in the punditry world. Both fucking wankers because they're hypocrites. And that's what sickens me about it. I just keep my fucking mouth shut. How can you have an event like that and then more worry about people putting flags up than what actually happened? Fucking can't stand these people. They make me fucking spew. Fucking wanker. He's worth about 70 million, that prick. What would he fucking know what every individual in the UK has to deal with day in, day out? He knows fucking nothing about it. Fucking privileged wank job. Just can't stand him.
Yeah, anyway. I heard everything you said, and I agree with everything you said. And to be fair, I think Gary Neville should be taken publicly and flogged out in the streets of Manchester.
Into his life, mate. Just hate these fuckers.
Oh, mate, I can't stand it. And as for that big-eared twat Gary Lineker, oh, mate, I would love to post. I would like that big-eared twat Gary Lineker. Right? Have we got anyone? Pictures of him sitting in his shorts when he was playing for England. I would love to post them all over the fucking social network again, just to wind him up because I hate him. Go on. Sorry, what was you saying?
I don't know. Have we got anyone called Gary in the chat? Because we got Gary Neville, we got Gary fucking Lineker, and Gary Glitter, all fucked, all weirdo wankers.
Well, Rich is enjoying it anyway. Oh,
I just can't stand these fucking hypocrites.
Nah, mate, it was, yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, we should leave that subject alone.
Winton Right Roofer or whatever it is. Lynn saying, going to end in tears, Brandy. Sullivan will cop things up as usual. And as always, he really does. I need the lighter, baby.
Jesus, fuck, have you not got more than one fucking lighter in the house?
Yeah,
Jesus, fuck.
The big one from downstairs. Sorry. Yeah, we've got about 4, but they're all downstairs and we're all upstairs. So.
Oh, fuck me, yeah, that stairs too hard to go down, isn't it?
I know, mate, yeah. Oh, off my old legs, yeah, fucking hell. It's like climbing Mount Everest for me, it is. Yeah, mate. So, right, so, moving on. No, you have that one. Oh, take it away, you.
Jesus, fuck.
Right. Mate, honestly, this house is...
Are you in the kindergarten there, or what?
No, it's like a fucking episode.
Fucking shut the fucking door!
Every day. Right, anyway, let's move on.
Yeah. Anyway, there was a cup.
It says being a roofer in winter is not good. No, it's not.
Oh, Rich, being a roofer here in Australia in summer is not good, mate, because I've done roofs here years ago when I first come to Australia. Yeah. Fucking hell, mate. 35 degrees up there and the glare coming off the roof into your face. Fucking hell, mate.
Yeah.
So bad.
You can fly over some of the places in Australia and find little black blobs on the roof and they go, yeah, no, that was the guy that was repairing it for me.
Yeah, he died. Oh, it's still bad. Man, it's fucking bad.
Oh, Vegetar. Good evening to you, sir. How are you, mate? I hope you're well.
Hey, Vegetar.
And also to Rico.
Richo. Reverend boy.
Dragon Ball Z Vegeta.
Oh, Vegeta. Is it Vegeta? All right, okay. Well, there you go. It's Vegeta, not Vegetar. Apparently, Vegeta.
Yeah, good to see you, Richo.
Hello, mate. Richo, good to see you, sir. And yes, you were absolutely right. Your stadium is beautiful. I didn't go there, but I saw all the footage. And it's a beautiful stadium, mate.
They had another good win at the weekend, didn't they? Yeah, I remember rightly.
Well done, I mean, that stadium was worth every penny of the money we spent.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Beautiful stadium. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm jealous. I'm really jealous of that.
It's going to be absolutely outstanding in the championship next year. Anyway.
Fucking, that's the last thing it fucking ever got to worry about, I'll tell you.
Yeah, David Moyes will keep them afloat, won't he?
He will. Yeah, no problem. He will. He will.
Oh,
yeah.
Iron, who is American, says that Britain is the most punk rock country in the world. Well,
I should hope. Well, we used to be.
No, we didn't invent it, did we?
I wouldn't. I believe. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to think it did. Yeah, a lot of the New York indie fucking bands like the Ramones.
Yeah, no, it weren't.
Started it, and then Malcolm McLaren decided to try it in London with the Pistols, and then the Pistols kicked off, and then it changed the world. It changed the world. The Pistols, then the Clash. Even though I wouldn't class the Clash as a punk band, but they came out of the punk era. But it just kicked off then with all these Susie and the Banshees, and just so many bands kicked off at the same time. And because it was so popular, it was fantastic. I loved it. I was a punk rocker, right? So there you go. It just 1977 was one of the best years of my life, mate. When punk rock hit the country, it was fantastic. It was just changed music overnight.
You loved
I
it.
loved it.
Yeah.
I fucking loved it because we all this disco boring shit at the time. Yeah, some of it was good, but it was just so naff at the time, and it just changed into this punk rock. And some great bands like the Clash came out of it, and Madness, and fucking so many bands came on the wave of punk. Came on the wave, even the new wave like Blondies and that was so good, man. Even Gary Newman, there's one. There's a Gary.
Yeah, well, in fact, even Kim likes Gary Newman. She listens to some of his music and stuff.
There was just so many good bands came on the wave of punk. Pistols sort of broke the doors down, and then the other bands came through it, and it was fantastic. I loved it. Yeah, it's a great time for music. Even though the real punk only lasted maybe a couple of years, 2-3 years, the real punk.
Yeah,
it became commercialized after that, and then it's not so great. But it was just it was like when the Beatles changed music, or Elvis changed music in America. When the Beatles changed music and the Stones, I think punk done the same. It changed music. So, and the record companies, it was so big in the UK from the youth that the record companies had to take notice and had to start producing it, and the radio stations even had to start playing it because there was no choice, because the youth, this is what they wanted. It was great.
Yeah. Life with the Budgies, one night between three of us. It's great. I love it. What's that? Did you say you have family from my side of the pond? I've got family that moved over that way, over to the United States, but I have no idea where or who it was because they were distant relatives. But most of my family moved over to Oz and New Zealand. Most of the ones that emigrated, anyway.
Yeah, I need to get away from you.
I've got quite a few good friends over in the US, of course, and that grows daily. It does. It grows daily. I haven't actually got any family. In fact, I've got some old school friends that I had from my time as a young man in Crawley and whatever. I've got a couple of friends over there. There's one of my mates who's he's actually a boat technician. He builds boats for people. He built one for what's that actor that was in
I
don't know. Anyway, this actor, he was in, I don't know, one of the Marvel movies or something. And he helped to design and build this boat for him. And he does very well. But the thing is, when you look at the man, you would not expect it. You would look at him and you would think he was an Hell's Angel or something. He wears like jeans and like a denim fucking waistcoat and stuff. And he rides a Harley Davidson on a daily basis. Really nice guy, but a really, really skilled boat technician. I think he moved somewhere in Canada, California now. He was somewhere in Miami, but he moved. But anyway, I've got loads of friends in the US, loads of family in Australia and New Zealand. Yeah. But no family in America, I mean. Right. Where are we? Who else have we got in here? Colin says, gents, for me, I would play Callum Marshall up front in the next few games rather than the other two old farts we have to play up front. Well, I wouldn't mind that. I don't think Callum Marshall's a starter. I really don't. Not at the moment. I think he's a little bit too inexperienced. I think we've got to start with Callum Wilson or Fulkrug. I really do. And then if they're not working out, then you do the swap. But Yeah. Before that, I think we need to start with one of the experienced players, and I would actually go with Wilton because he's got Premier League experience. He knows exactly what it takes. You know, at this moment in time.
Yeah.
What about you?
It's wait. Look, it's this board's fault that we're left with this situation, right? Paul Krugel or Wilson. Fuck me. It's not the greatest choice, is it? Callum Marshall, I do believe, too inexperienced, but I don't mind him coming on and doing minutes because he's going to need it. I think when you get to January, it's a priority that we get another strike, and it's a priority that we probably get another centre half as well. And I just can't understand why we put ourselves in this position with this Sullivan and Brady, these fucking idiots that are running this club. How can you end up with two strikers like that? Yeah.
I think we need a striker somewhere between sort of 23 and 27 that's been.
I want a striker that scores goals.
Yeah, but he's got to have been playing regular football as well, though, Cieran. Like Full Crew hasn't played regular football in 4 years. Not 4 seasons, 4 years. He hasn't played regular football.
I just don't think he's the answer to get you 10 plus 15 goals, and that's what we need. We need a striker that's going to get us 10 to 15 goals. He's not
Callum Wilson, 6 or 8 goals a season, maybe 3 or 4 assists amongst that as well. And, maybe 90 minutes every 3 months out of the man. But we need a player that can literally, A, start a game and finish it, B, score goals, C, get himself into position to do that, and make himself busy enough so that the players around him know where he's going to be or can kind of anticipate where his runs might end up and stuff. And it needs to be a player that is going to work.
This is my worry. The whole West Ham situation, right? We're hanging our hats on here in Magassa and Juve, right, to come really good. Right? I've just seen Juve in the last 2 games as a left back getting torn apart. Right, he weren't good. Going forward, he was great. Right, I've seen Magassa and I'm going, oh, he's a young 20-year-old boy, man. Fucking hell, this young lad. We can't be depending on him to fucking sort all this shit out. We've got 2 old strikers that are not scoring goals. We've got Paqueta, I think, is playing shit at the moment. I love Paqueta, and I just want him to get back to making them things happen. He's not. What he was terrible against Arsenal. I thought he was terrible the game before. There's so many problems. We need the 2 centre-halves have been under par. We need to get the best out of Kilman and Mavropanos. There's so many bloody things, man.
Yeah.
So many things I think, and Nuno has to sort it, and he has to sort it, and then come January, he might have to bring players in to back it up, because at the end of the day, this is where I see the season going. In these next 4 games, are the most important 4 games of the season. We need to get 7 points out of them 4 games, all right? Because I believe a point a game is going to keep you safe in the Premier League. You hit 38 points, I think you'll be safe. Right, the years previous, fuck me, probably 28 points might make you safe, but not this year. Sunderland are doing okay, Leeds look okay, Burnley have been unlucky not to have more points on the board, so you can't rely on them bottom 3 being the 3 that goes down. They're not going to be this year. So we need to hit 38 points. Now, if we get 7 points in these 4 games, we'll end up with 11 points, right? Which is exactly, I think that's the number of games we would have played. 11 and 11 points. But we need 7 points out of it to do that. And then we have to push on, try and get in front of that. But that's where we're at. These next 4 games, who was it? Brentford, Newcastle, was it? Fulham and... fuck knows. Forgot what the 4 they are. Brentford, obviously, the first one. But we need 7 points out of them 4. We need to get out of this shit right at second from bottom. And we have to do it now, because the more you don't do it, you stay in the bottom three, the more pressure it is. And that's where we are. And it's all been caused by this bottle. The recruitment, everything about them, is all by them. 2 managers on the trot are absolutely useless. That's them. No one else. That's down to them. The next game, Brentford. Yeah. What is it? Well, a win, guys. We need to win it. Draw's not good enough for this game. We need to win it.
Who is it? Brentford.
Yeah. We need to win.
Yeah.
There's no ifs or buts. We want to get 7 points out of these 4 games. We have to start with 3 points against Brentford. That ain't going to be easy. I'm telling you, it's not going to be easy.
We've got Burnley coming up soon as well, haven't we?
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're part of it. Are they part of the 4?
That's another 3 point a month.
Yeah, must. And then try and get a point out. The other 2 games are a bit harder. That's why I was looking at the 4. Shit, we need 7 points out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's a tough ask, mate, with the way current things are going. But
yeah, but
you know, we've
got to be done.
We've got to be. You know, we've got to be in that position. We've got to be able to do that. Otherwise, we're fucked. You know, we're going to be fucked for the rest of the season. Nobody wants us to be fighting relegation again.
But I think we will be fighting relegation. We'll be in that battle of the bottom 6, the 7 teams, Keith. That's where we're going to be. But to guarantee survival, I believe a point a game will guarantee survival. I think 38 points will be enough. And we've got to start somewhere. And now Nuno's come in. There has been certain little improvements there that you can see already. Now he's got to push it on. And we can't get to January stuck at the bottom of the table, because then the pressure is really on. We need to get out of that bottom 3 and then strengthen in January and try and push on from there. But let's do it. We have to do it with the squad we've got now. That's as simple as that. Got to do it now. What's that for you?
Yeah. One of the things that came to my attention is Stuart asking any shark or croc attacks this week. Well, we have got some shark news, but like we said earlier, there's no munching, there's no feasting, there's no blood and gore.
Surfers are safe.
Well, yeah, the surfers are safe. But let's, while we're actually on the subject, Kieran, let's get the video out and let's just tell them what we do. Come on in, Kieran, tell us what you got.
There was just one in Western Australia this week. It was interesting because there was a kayak club that were going out there on their kayaks, having their little paddle, right, 4 of them. And all of a sudden they were paddling all together, doing their little morning ritual. And all of a sudden they saw the big fin coming. So they all saw how big it was. It's a big 4-meter great white. So they all huddled together, all 4 kayaks went together to make them bigger, so less chance of getting knocked out of the kayak in case he attacked.
Yeah.
And they had a droner, and the drone was filming this great white, and I actually put another camera under the water to show it. It was huge. It was a biggie. It was an adult great white, right? And then, but with the drone above it, it showed this great white just kept circling them, man, circling. They were nervous, mate. God, Jesus, fuck. They didn't know it was going to attack. It was curious. The shark was curious. What the fuck is this?
If I had a 4-meter fucking shark circling me, my arsehole would be going 50 pence.
Especially in a kayak. It don't take much to knock a geezer out of a kayak, I tell you, for one of these.
No, mate.
But it was just such a. The footage you had for the drone was so good. You just see the big fin just circling around them for about 5-10 minutes, and then it buggered off. So yeah, it was a scary moment for the 4 kayakers. But good footage. It was interesting watching it.
Really good. And it's interesting to see their reaction to sort of those kayaks all huddling together. Yeah, I suppose it would be interesting to see what the shark's reaction to that would be.
Yeah, it was just curiosity from the shark, but like I said, they done the right thing. They all grouped together, held onto each other's kayak. So if it did hit, they won't come out of the kayak. That was, the idea was sensible. So yeah.
Right. Veg says, Budgie, if Hammers became first in ranking Premier League, shave all.
Well, don't know what that means.
What? Oh, right. So if we ever get first in the Premier League, will I shave all my beard and my hair? Yes, I will. I'll cut my arm off. I'll even do my eyebrows for you, just for a giggle, right? Just for the laugh. If we ever finish a season Premier League champions, I will shave every hair on my head, every single one of them. I'll even get rid of my eyebrows, right? There's the thing. So my eyebrows are fucking safe. Right, moving on.
Yeah, everything's safe.
Yeah. Paul Krug is too slow. Yes, he is.
Not the best.
Randy's asking, in terms of the next 5 games against Brentford at home, Leeds away, Newcastle at home, Burnley at home, and Bournemouth away, how many points do you see? Do you think we need to try and get some momentum going? Well, Budgie Cieran's already answered that, 7 points.
Well, I said about 4 games. At the 4 games, we need 7. And if the last one's out at Bournemouth side, geez, I'll take a point against them. They're playing well at the moment. They're good. Really good.
So out of 5 games, we're hoping
8 points.
We're expecting 8 points, yeah.
That's what we need. What we expect is another thing.
Yeah, we need 3 at Brentford. We need a point at Leeds, minimum point at Leeds. Newcastle, I can't see us getting anything. Burnley, we need 3, and Bournemouth, we need 1. So yeah, we could get 8 points out of that. We really could. I can't see us getting a win out of Brentford, though. Can you? Mind you, though,
I can. We're home at Brentford. We can beat Brentford. But geez, we're
at home. Oh, sorry, we're at home.
So I'm saying that's where it's got to start, Gator. It's got to start. A draw's not good enough for that game. We've got to start with 3 points there. And I say, let's keep. If we can keep this average of a point a game going till January, to that window, I think we're in good shape. But we've got to get up there. We've got to get to that point where we've got a point again. That's my hope, anyway. Even better, hopefully more, but who knows.
It's a holiday in Cambodia. Right. Cardiacs. Oh, yeah, they were a band, weren't they? Lenny Mullen from Facebook Land. Good evening to you, Lenny. Thank you for joining us, mate. From a fellow Irishman, old school 62 years, on to get that Marshall lad on. Please, another.
Fucking hope, Lenny, boy.
I'm with you.
Wouldn't that be good?
But right now, I think he's like a 60-minute sub. He's got to come on at 60. Get 30 minutes.
I hope he comes good, man.
Yeah, and I think he'll.
He's a Northern Ireland boy, and Callum Marshall, I think from Northern Ireland. Yeah. It'd be lovely to see an Irish boy in the West Ham team doing well. Really would.
It would.
Love it.
Yeah, it would. And on your point about him being another Cotty, I can see it. I can kind of see it.
I haven't seen enough of him, but to comment on it.
Well, Callum Marshall, for me, he's the ultimate poacher with the work
He's a good player,
of a winger. That's.
But you know what? Yeah, I've always said it. But you know, the step up from under-21s to a Premier League spot is so massive, and he might be able to handle it, and hopefully he can. But I want to see him. I want to see him play. I want to see him score. I do not think he'll start, but I do like the fact that he threw him on the other day, even though it was a game that he couldn't really do anything with.
No,
we weren't doing anything.
See,
it's a shame.
In that complete, in that picture, when you look at what Nuno's doing with West Ham, he's fulfilling the promises that we had expectation of, if you like. They weren't actual promises that he'd made as a West Ham manager or coach. But we know that Nuno's kind of synonymous or notorious for using the youth, however you want to put it. I would prefer to say synonymous with using the youth, and we kind of had an expectation of it and kind of like a false promise of it because he's done it so many times. And now he's started to. We're kind of getting on that kind of wavelength of okay. Let's see what he can do. Let's see what he's going to do. Let's see what.
Look, I'm not one of them that says, "Yeah, I want to see youth players because they're West Ham academy players." I want to see them on there if they're good enough. And I think, I mean, Potts is good enough, and he's been given him minutes, right? I don't know enough about Colin Marshall to say where he will be, but only experience in games will tell us, you know. But I don't think Arsenal was the right game to throw him on. I thought that was a bit pointless because he was never going to affect the game. He tried his hardest, mate. Didn't do anything wrong. But I want to see him again. Say that a game like Brentford. You know what I mean? If you did start him, you really had the bollocks to start him and believed he could do a job rather than Paul Kruger Wilson. Geez, that takes a lot of bollocks for a manager to do that. But then Marshall's got to take his chance. Then he's got to impress. But then again, he needs service. And at the moment, our forwards ain't getting any service anyway. So would I be adverse to him starting that game? No. If that manager thinks he can do a job, he ain't going to put Marshall in if he thinks Paul Krug or Callum Wilson are going to be more effective. He ain't going to do it just to please the West Ham supporters. He's going to do it because he believes he can do the job. Yeah, and if he believes that gives me more confidence that Callum Marshall can do the job.
But that's how it goes. Going back to that point that you just made about the forwards not getting service, I completely and wholeheartedly agree with it, Kieran. I really do. But now that Somerville's back and Bowen is now kind of nailed on the right wing start or the right forward start rather than the central start, I think we can start building up some momentum to provide for the central players.
And I think Bowen and Somerville guys that's where you start. But what we need now is Paquetá to raise his game, to get back to what he can do. Is finding that through ball. I've seen so many in the last two games where he just passed it straight into a defender's feet. He weren't finding the gaps. He weren't finding his pass range because he's got it. We know he's got it. We can get him into
Nuno.
If we can get into service mode, well, that'll change the game. That will change everything.
Do you know what? What we need is Nuno to walk up to Paquetá and say to him, right, what number do you wear on your shirt? He's going to say number 10. And then
we'll play like it.
We'll fucking play like a number 10 then. Absolutely, Cieran. That's what he needs to do.
And I say, this is the problem. I could write off Paqueta now and say, no, he's shit, but I know he's not. I know he can do it.
No,
that's the thing.
He's not. We've seen
if he gets on
many occasions.
He can do it. He can do it, and we need for him to do it again. And plus, if you've got Somerville with, say, Juve overlapping Somerville or underlapping him, that gives us a threat from the left. We got Bowen that gives you a threat from the right. We need something coming through that middle. And Paqueta's crucial.
With Wan-Bissaka or with Walker Peters, it seems.
Whatever it may be on that side.
Two pairings on that right-hand side seem to work. Lynn's asking us, do we think we'll get relegated? And my answer to that, Lynn, is that there's always a danger of it under this current ownership.
It's going to be a danger. I think there's a danger of it, but
we'll survive.
I think we need to get to January and then look at it to answer that question. But at the moment, we're in danger of it. And it's as simple as that. And so are 6 or 7 teams, I believe it, at the moment. There's 7 teams that are in danger of it. Sunderland have had a great start, but they might be dragged back in. I believe we'll survive. I think we'll survive. But I want to see, that point per game by January. That's where we need to be. If we can get to that by January, I think then we'll push on and get out of there and end up around the 14th, 15th mark. I think that's the best we're going to get this season. But are we in danger? Yeah, but so are 7 other teams, or 6 other teams.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But it's just the reality of it at the moment.
Yeah.
But these next 4 or 5 games are crucial. It's just fucking crucial for the season.
Yeah. Hey, look, Sean is saying apparently Che Guevara visited Limerick. True story.
Really? Wow.
Well, it's kind of understandable when you think about Che Guevara's political aspirations and views and so on and so forth were very much in line with those of the extremists in Ireland during the times of the Troubles. I don't want to be too political because I've got Irish family, as you have too, and so many.
Yeah, just all of them. All of them are Irish.
So I don't want to get political or say anything out of place, but
he was a revolutionary of his time, but
you can imagine that he would visit somewhere like Northern Ireland during this Troubles.
But Limerick's not in Northern Ireland, guys. It's in the south.
Oh no, it is, isn't it? Sorry, it was Limerick he went to. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Yeah. My bad. Probably safer for him to go.
But in them days, if Che Guevara did visit fucking Limerick, in them days Ireland was all under British control. There were 26 counties and 6. There were 32 counties under British control. So it wouldn't have mattered where he visited.
Yeah. He recited 5 lines poetry, apparently. There you go. Bongo says, question, what's your thoughts on boycotting the next home game? I was dead against it, but after Chelsea and Spurs at home, we're all used to playing in the second half and a half-empty stadium. He's asking for a friend, he says. Right, well, I've already made my views completely clear on this, and I'm going to make them completely clear one more time. I think that boycotting is counterproductive in one respect. Tickets are already paid for. So therefore the club, the company, lose nothing. Whereas a sit-in protest would speak very loudly. That's my view. Some people say that a sit-in wouldn't work because security would remove you.
They're doing that. They're doing a sit-in.
How are 25 security going to remove 500?
No, but they're already. they've already planned that to do the sit-in in one of the games. I think it might be Newcastle or Cardiff.
Well, yeah.
But they're already planning to do that. Look,
it's you know,
it's true or threefold, Bud. All right.
Yeah.
If you the game it was done well. I think it was under Potter when they decided to boycott this Brentford game.
Yeah.
And what I think is anything that's against this board is valid, right? It's as simple as that. That's where they push West Ham supporters.
Right.
But with a new manager in place now, and I'm sure that was on their mind when they fucking sacked Potter and brought this boy in. Does it help the team? You know, less people in the ground. Probably not. So it can be counterproductive, but it's making a statement, and there's going to be many more statements. Like the sit-in they plan for one of the games.
And having said
it's all about them. I just don't want it to hurt that team because Brentford game is so important. It's so important for us to get 3 points.
And having said what I did say, that I think that a sit-in protest would be more productive, and that a boycott is counterproductive. The Brentford game's a home game, is it not? Yeah.
Yeah. A Monday night home game.
That's what I'm saying. The tickets are already paid for. They're already paid for.
Well, no, it doesn't. It's not about the money, Geezer. It's not about the money. If you see half that fucking stadium empty, that's the message you're sending. It doesn't matter whether the tickets are paid for.
And
that's the message.
Like I was about to say, having said all of that, I fully, wholeheartedly, and 100% support the boycott. Even though I wouldn't have been going to the game anyway, I chose not to buy tickets that have been offered to me for the reason of supporting the boycott.
And same here, Geezer. I decided not to fly 10,000 fucking miles to go to that game. So,
but no,
I'm boycotting it. I'm boycotting it. Don't worry about that.
I promised my better half that I would take her to a game when she got to the UK, right? I promised her. And that promise still holds strong. But there are obviously, she's a West Ham fan too. So she agrees with the boycotts and the getting the board out and the whole thing. She agrees with it all to a degree. Obviously, as an American person, her kind of perception of what the board have done to us as fans is kind of limited. But from what she's heard from us lot that have chatted, from all the channels, and from what she heard from me personally and so on and so forth, she understands that I'm not going to take her to a game that Hammers United are asking us to boycott. So when there's a game with less with less drive about it, and it's kind of political, we will go to a game. We will definitely go into a game. But at this moment in time, I'm choosing not to buy tickets that have been offered to me for the purpose of supporting the Hammers United drive to get the board out. But I think a season boycott is a great idea. And if that's what's happening in Newcastle,
well, they've got it planned for one of the games, Geezer, for sure. After the game, they're all going to sit there in one particular area and voice their opinions. That is just, and it should be. You've got to keep the pressure on these fucking idiots that are running this club. It's as simple as that. I just don't want it to affect the team because we are in a sort of dire straits at the moment. If we don't start picking up points, it's just the way it is. But I believe the reason they sacked Potter and brought Nuno in is because a lot of this shit is happening. They had to make a decision, and they've done it real quickly.
And Colin makes a really valid point, which I would imagine is probably reflected from many fans out here, is that he thinks that we need to get 10 points, out of the next 5 games. He's never, but this is the point this is the point I would say that a lot of fans would agree with, is that he's never been more worried about being relegated than he has this season.
No.
And it is kind of...
Well, why wouldn't you be? We're second from bottom, geezer. We've got 4 points, 7 games, 4 points. Why wouldn't you be? I just got to hope and believe that Nuno can fucking pull the rabbit out of the hat and start putting points on the board. And, some of the games we've lost against teams that are far better than us. So, you've got to look at that as well. Plus, you had Potter in charge, who I think was clueless. Now, I'm hoping that we get back to that 1 point a game and in front. Now, 10 points is, out of 5 games is optimistic, but it'd be nice. Where I think 8 points would be acceptable.
Yeah, and I've kind of done a little bit of looking back in time, and we've kind of got a bit of a history with Manchester United, right? As we all know, in as far as results are concerned, and we've had some pretty damn brilliant results against them, as none less so than the last game at the Boleyn. But I looked at Potter's record against Manchester United, and I think it was something like 3 points he's had against Manchester United in his managerial.
Don't matter now.
Nuno has had something like 9 points out of them in his managerial career in the UK. So I'm much more confident in going into games with a manager like Nuno than I was Graham Potter. Now, like I said, right at the very beginning, I didn't believe that Potter was Premier League quality management, right? I can't say that about Nuno because of some of the results and, the teams that he's managed and the positions that he's finished in with them, etc., etc. He's excelled in the Premier League.
He has. At the end of the day, his only criteria is to keep us in the Premier League. And I believe he can do it. But I think January's transfer window could be important to that. But I want him to get them points on the ball before we hit January.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying with Nuno. I think you need to get it up there.
Yeah, I really do also think and hope that the message will go out from the protesting hierarchy, as it were. Those that are arranging the protest and so on and so forth. I hope that the message goes out and it's very clear that and I'm sure it does. Is that this enchantment that we have as fans is not at the manager. It's not not at individual players.
Of course it's not.
It's at the club, as in the hierarchy. So I just want, because I think given the right support and given the right tools, I think Nuno will be very good for us. I think he will. In a similar way
we can only hope
that David Moyes is.
I've got more faith in Nuno than I did in Lopetegui or Potter. So I never wanted him alone. I never wanted Lopetegui. So I've got more faith in this guy to do a job for us. Whether we like the football on the pitch, we probably won't. It doesn't matter now. We're in a position where we can't pick and shoot. We just got to survive. And I think he can make us survive. Jamesy, did you? I have saw it, geezer. Fucking hell, he saw the NRL flying away. The kayaks.
I've skipped loads of comments, by the way, loads and loads of comments. We've probably had something like 150 million comments, and I've probably put up about 7 of them. But I do apologise for that, people. But time is getting on now, and so I'm going to try and Catch up a little bit more with some of the more recent ones. Richard Cieran, do you want my tickets?
Richie, if you send me the plane ticket, I'll do it.
Fuck it, we'll send you a kayak via Timu.
Fucking hell, mate. It's going to cost me $5 just to get there for a game. Nah, I think I'll boycott it. Fuck it. I think I'll boycott it.
Fuck it. Boycott it, mate. Support the boycott. It's only $5 you're not having to spend. Fucking hell. Jesus, mate. I actually don't understand what that's all about, James. So I'm going to skip past that. Sorry for asking the same question, Mr. Bong. Didn't see yours, mate. Oh, right, okay. Right, boycotting the game. Don't think we'll do anything, but hope it does. Look, Dad, my opinion of it is the boycotting of the game is going to really open eyes. It's going to get media attention.
It's just sending a message.
It's also going to get media attention and support.
It's sending a message. If you've got it, I presume that
so
game.
Much weight,
that might be.
But what I'm saying to you,
it's a live game, isn't it, Budgie?
Yeah, yes, it is.
It's just sending a message
for the club. If half of the seats stand empty. But also, like I said,
it's embarrassing, and you hope the mainstream media, they're all fucking assholes, but they pick up on it, and it keeps the pressure on.
But
that's what you're trying to achieve.
Support from certain people within that mainstream media. I mean, like, for example, right, what's his face? Simon Jordan on that talk site, he's actually been quite supportive of the
support is one thing, but they're having to recognise what's going on, right? This is the thing we talked about. They're trying to recognise what's going on, and he has no love for Simon Jordan. I like Simon Jordan. Even when he says things that West Ham supporters are not going to like, I think he says it with facts and truth. I really do. Yeah, I don't think it was under Moyes. I think they had a love thing going on with fucking Moyes because of White. But I think they are recognising the problems now.
Right, ladies and gentlemen of the audience, of the chat, we are going to start winding it up. I know it's a little bit earlier than some of the evenings, but I am so tired. I am struggling to read these.
What's Freshy say? What did we say for saying that?
What he says. He avoided the puddles in scenery. Some tourists got electrocuted by stepping in one of those loose cables that are everywhere. Oh my God.
Oh. I know that.
Blimey. Well, you be careful where you are, Sean. Or if you're back, congratulations on staying safe. But if you're not back, stay safe till you get back. Cookie says Nuno has no choice. It's the kids all the way. If you try in between, we will fail. There's no January transfer window. There is no January transfer window. It will be all over by then. And
well, that's my hope, Cookie. There won't be. That he can get enough points on the board to hit January, strengthen, and then kick on. That's my hope. That's a hope. I'm not predicting that's what will happen, but that's my hope, that we keep up to that 1 point a game till we hit January or the Christmas period, and then kick on. I think that's what we got hope for. Because we know we need more players in this squad. We know we need some better players in this squad to survive, I think. I mean, we need the striker. We need a centre-half. We probably need another midfielder. Right through the spine, I think that's where we've got strength. And if we do that, I think we got a chance. Whether that means playing Callum Marshall and he kicks on, brilliant. I hope our Potts, brilliant. Whatever it takes to get there, to get to that 1 point a game by Christmas.
Yeah. Iron, sorry, you just made me giggle. He says he's
standing up on
a fence. He was putting up a fence around a beef farm, and he was standing in a puddle. The only thing that saved him was his proof boots. He felt like he got punched in the chest while he went flying. It can do that. It can do that.
Do you know what? You know them electric fences. I got hit by one too. Where we went when I was doing out west doing the power lines. Right? A certain farmer, we had 3 power lines going through his property, but he didn't want his cows around the power line thing. So we had to put up electric fences around the 3 towers that we built. Yeah. And so yeah, there's a way to turn it off and on.
Oh, hang on, we've lost you, Cieran. Hold up. Oh dear. We seem to have lost Cieran. He's frozen. All the way over there in Aussie land, he's frozen. Or is it me that's frozen? I don't think so. Well, it looks like. Oh, here we go.
Are we back?
You are back. We are back. You are back. I don't know if it was me or both of us. Let's have a look. Right, I don't know if it was me or both of us. But anyway, or you. Could have been me or you. Anyway, listen. We're going to call it a night. We're going to round it up. Excuse me. I'm busting to use the bathroom. I'm starving hungry. I need to let the dog out. And I'm tired. I can't read any more comments. All right. So thank you everybody for joining us. It's always a pleasure, as you know, we love to see your comments. I do try to get as many as I can, but you lot are just relentless and I can't get to them all. I'm old, right? I can't do it. I need a secretary. In fact, you know what? I might even get Kimmy to start sitting on the computer and putting comments up for me to read while I might even do that next week. I might get her on to that. Anyway, right, until next week, we will look out for any interesting animal buffets going on out in the big wide world. We will also be intently watching the England game like this. And like this.
Yeah, right.
We will not, I won't be watching it anyway. But listen, everybody, please keep on going. Just the worst. So, Betty Byes, yeah, absolutely. You lost your balls on the win. Have a good tomorrow, everyone. Be good. Right, listen, BSB out. BSB? That's fucking long time gone. GSB. SBS out, whatever it is. And Gary Neville out. Absolutely.
Yeah, Gary Neville out.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's always a pleasure being with you. We thank you for joining us. We thank you for hitting the like button. And if you haven't, please do. It always helps us out. And also, I will be speaking to Russ and Anton about your donation, Rich, and we'll try and get that still as soon as possible, or to his donation, wherever he's donating to. I think it's prostate cancer research, which is a brilliant one, by the way. And guys out there, if you haven't had yourself checked for prostate cancer, get it done. Trust me. I know. It's fucking horrible. Get yourself checked. Everybody. Take care. Cieran, I will chat to you.
See you later, boys.
During the week. If not, I'll chat to you next week.
All right, man.
That's it. We'll see you real soon, everybody. Take care. Good night and stay safe.
Good night, people. All the best.
Come on, your hands.